We tend to think of happiness as something we stumble upon. A feeling that arrives when conditions are right. When life is comfortable enough, exciting enough, successful enough. But Aristotle looked out at the world and saw something different. He noticed people rushing endlessly toward pleasure, status, and distraction. And quietly missing the thing they wanted most. For Aristotle, happiness was not a reward at the end of the road. It was not luck. And it was certainly not constant pleasure. Happiness, he believed, was an activity. A way of living that had to be practiced slowly, deliberately, and over time. Aristotle was not interested in abstract perfection. He was interested in how real people could live well. That is why he taught ethics not as a list of rules, but as a kind of training. A practical education in becoming a certain sort of person. He compared happiness to physical strength. No one becomes strong by understanding exercise in theory. Strength comes from repetition. From effort. From discipline applied day after day. And happiness, Aristotle thought, worked the same way. We are shaped, he said, by what we repeatedly do. Not by our intentions. Not by our desires. But by our habits. Over time, those habits quietly form our character. And our character determines the quality of our lives. Central to Aristotle's thinking was the idea of balance. Virtue, he argued, lies between extremes. Courage sits between cowardice and recklessness. Generosity between stinginess and excess. Happiness, too, depends on learning where the middle path lies. And choosing it consistently. This is why Aristotle distrusted pleasure as a guide. Pleasure is easy. It flatters us. It asks very little. But a life built only around pleasure, he warned, quickly becomes shallow, restless, and fragile. True fulfillment requires effort. Often at the cost of immediate comfort. Aristotle did not believe in suppressing emotion. He believed in educating it. Anger, fear, desire, these were not enemies. They simply needed training. The virtuous person, he thought, feels the right emotion. At the right time. In the right way. Happiness, for Aristotle, was never a solitary achievement. Friendship mattered deeply. But not just any friendship. The most important kind was based on mutual respect, honesty, and shared values. A relationship that helps both people become better. Crucially, Aristotle did not pretend this was easy. A good life, he insisted, is demanding. It requires resilience. Self-command. The ability to stand firm when circumstances are difficult. Happiness, in this sense, is a form of strength. This is why Aristotle believed happiness could not be judged in moments. Not in good days. Not even in good years. Only across the shape of an entire life. Can we say whether someone has truly lived well? Happiness, Aristotle thought, is not something we find. It is something we practice. Quietly. Imperfectly. Over time. And in that steady discipline of character. A deeper and more durable form of joy becomes possible.